Shubhodaya. We started upon Sweta Aswatara Upanishad. Sweta Aswatara Upanishad, as I mentioned, it's not a part of the Upanishad. It's the 11th Upanishad. It's the 11th Upanishad. All the acharyas have commented on that one. It's very appropriate for the sadhakas, for yoga sadhakas like us. And it starts off with Brahma Vadhino Vadanti, that highest achievers in the world. It is not the Upanishad contemplated by a dull people. Oh, it's nothing is possible, something is higher. It's high achievers. They achieved great things in their life. They were the kings. They ruled the countries. Once it's the past 50, 60 years, they passed on the reins to the children and started contemplating. We had enough of wealth, enough of resources. We enjoyed our life to the extreme. But still, we could not get the answer. It's many things that we enjoyed, but it was a fleeting joy. And they started off asking, Kutasma Jata, now from where I have come? What is the source? And things we think it is, we are controlling, we are the kings, we are ruling the country. But many things, it is though we have all the resources, things doesn't go according to our plan. According to whose plan this is going. They started contemplating on that one. There must be a higher force is there. What is that force? They started analyzing. They started going deeper into their contemplation. And they started identifying various things. Is it just a coincidental? Some people say, in time you learn. It's a time, it's a Chaitana or Jada. In time you learn. Or they say Akasmika. It's like even Stephen Hawking, he says it's a physics. It's accidental. By itself it happens. Like he says for a milk, put a bit of yogurt. Next day it's a lime juice. Yogurt happens. There is no God is required. It happens. It's a physics. It's a natural thing. Is anything? Is it just a physics? It's a mechanically happening, or there's something behind that one? That what is Stephen? He hasn't understood. Yes, if you put milk and bit of yogurt to that one, yes, it's next day full yogurt will be there. Or if you eat a beetle leaf with a beetle nut and bit of lime, it's a different color happens. It's no God is required. It's a natural. But there is another principle. It's for milk and a bit of lime to add one Chaitana should be there. Who is that Chaitana? Without somebody has to add that one. Who is that Chaitana? That Karana. Who is the Karana? Kim Karana. They started analyzing. They started going deeper and deeper, and they started, no, not that one, not that one, not that one. And they said that to do the meditation, to going into the meditation, they concluded the three things are required. One is karma, one is pranayama, and the third one is dhyana. Three parts. They took upon these three topics in the Sweta Aswatara Upanishad. Karma, they say to be successful in a sadhana, you have to be very active in the life. It's not a dull person. I just want to meditate. It's a forgetting about the world. It's not that one. You got to engage yourself in the world. Serve as much as you can. Help out. Go out and help the community. Wherever your service is required, go and help the community. And karma yoga, it's in the Vivekananda also extols that part. Serve. And my own experience in the last few classes back, I mentioned my father was an example. It's went out and served various communities wherever is required. Never boasted his achievement. Never boasted his accomplishment. It's whatever he says, if good happens, it's a God's will. He will say, it's God's will. And it helped him when he was departing. so much of detached. He was totally detached to the family. He was detached to the bank balance or your children, grandchildren. He was not attached. That karma yoga, nishkama karma. When you are doing that one, if you start taking the credit, you have to take the negative part also. If you are not taking the credit, negative repercussion is not there. And it helped him in the final journey also. Karma, it's a Rishi says, karma. One has to engage in the service of the community and help out wherever is required. One is karma. Second, they talk about the pranayama. Pranayama, it's and Sweta Aswatara Upanishad, as we mentioned in the yoga school also, that it mentions how we have to sit for pranayama. It's three uttama sthapyat, three uttama sthapya shariram. Is sharira uttama. Anyway, you bend your knees and upper body, your uttama anga. It's from here and up. Three part, back, neck and head. All three should be one line. You are not leaning on one side, your head is not down, you are not crunching up your lungs. Lungs has to open. Chest has to open. Chest always should be open for doing the pranayama. If you start contracting the lungs, people get doing the pranayama, they get asthma problem. It's to avoid that one. Chest has to be open. Chest has to be erect. Back, neck and head in one line. And it's breath is a link between the body and the mind. So when you start breathing slowly, it helps in getting the focus in the mind. It's a pranayama. Pranayama is an important part. Start breathing very slowly. And the breath is a link between the body and the mind. As I mentioned earlier class, mind is compared to a horse. To control the horse, you can't control the horse using the neck, holding the neck or the legs. If you have the reins in the control, and the reins are called as pranayama. If you have the reins in your control, horse can be controlled, mind can be controlled. And they touched upon karma, and it's a pranayama. Now coming to the dhyana. Dhyana it's an important part. In the Japanese also, they call it as Zen philosophy. It's a Zen is nothing but dhyana. In the Japan, they say for da, they say za. This, they say zis. That, zat, they say dhyana, zyana. Zyan becomes dhyan. It's nothing but, it's a Zen philosophy also. Zen is nothing but dhyana. It's a dhyana, meditation. And meditation, in the meditation also, they talk about, we have to have in the meditation, they discovered what is meditation. We all through our life, in the wakeful state, we experience three phases: wakeful, dream, and deep sleep. And we pursue various actions, and these high achievers, Brahmavadina, they were thinking, we saw that is the right one. It gives us the joy, but it's a temporary joy. I like coffee. I drink coffee, but happiness lasts for a few minutes. I want to enjoy the meal. I go to expensive restaurant and I enjoy the meal for about half an hour. And after that, I'm no more in joy. I want to buy an expensive car. That happiness lasts for a few days. And after that, joy disappears. Joy is not there in the external things. There must be joy beyond that one. Where is that joy? They started contemplating, it is within. And they started analyzing their three phases: wakeful, dream, and deep sleep. In the wakeful state, we are aware of only the outer things. We are totally ignorant of inner world. We have seen in the wakeful state, joy is not there. So they discarded outer world. Outer world cannot give me a lasting happiness. What about dream? Dream is dream phase. It creates its own world. It's its own world, and in some dreams gives me happy. If I see a good dream, I'm very happy. If I see a bad dream, I'm not happy. It's an unstable. Even dream is not a stable one. And what about in the sleep, in the deep sleep? Yes, no one says, I am unhappy in the sleep. It's everyone, if I have an injured thumb, it's hurting so much. But when I go to sleep, I'm totally ignorant of that one. That I'm in joy. In the sleep, there is a happiness is there. In the sleep, I experience the happiness, but I'm not aware that I'm in the happiness in the sleep. In the sleep. I experience the happiness only when I wake up. Yes, it was a blissful sleep, but I am not aware of that one. Can I experience that happiness when I am aware, when I am awake? Then they say there must be another one, another phase. It's a dhyana, meditation. In the meditation phase, there must be a happiness within, where meditation is, all three phases are included. In the wakeful state, I am awake. In the meditation, I am awake. I am not asleep like a sleep phase. I am awake. I am not awake to the outer world, but I am awake to the inner world. Wakeful state is there in the meditation. In the dream, it's many visions we see in the dream. In the meditation, dhyana, you have a Ishtadevata, you make a picture. It's a meditation. There are two things. One is a Buddhist way of meditation, and another one is a Vedantic way of meditation. In the Buddhist phase, and many people say in the meditation, don't think of anything. It's a no imagination. But in the Dhyana, in the Upanishad says, in the meditator, in the rishis also great meditators. It's a scientist, great scientist is a meditator. They have a vision. Yes, I want to achieve that one. They have a concept. They work through the concept again and think on that one again and again. And the truth opens up. Rishis, they contemplate, some issue is there, that point is there, they start contemplating on that one. What is that? What is that? What is the meaning of that one? The issue, that whatever the mantra, I didn't understand this mantra. What is this mantra? They on that mantra again and again. When they do that one, my mind becomes like it's a laser pointed, truth opens up. Scientists, it's Wright brothers, they wanted to fly. They had a general broad idea. What is that one? They had a vision that we want to fly. And they started thinking again and again, how I can do. They put a drawing on a blue paper and work on that one. And it's a vision, they converted the vision into the reality. In the meditation, they say, meditator, rishis, the spurana happens. It's in the inner vision opens, that they contemplate on the goal, on the ideal, chosen goal, again and again. Truth opens up. It's a truth opens up. Dhyana, it's in the wakeful state, only we use the intellect. Only intellect is active. We start analyzing everything. Is right or wrong? And this Sweta Aswatara rishis, they saw intellect cannot reveal the truth. For revealing the truth, we have to suppress the intellect. We have used our intellect enough. Now we have to awaken what is the another faculty we have, intuition. Awaken the intuition. Through intuition alone, we can understand the truth. Intellect, we relied on intellect so long. All the educational institutions and workplace, they emphasize on the intellect. They won't reveal the truth. For revealing the truth, intuition has to be awakened. That is dhyana. In the dhyana, contemplate on the dhyana, meditation. Go deeper. In the meditation, they talked about meditation, how to do that one. Go deeper and deeper. And they also talk about what are the signs of this meditator. And they talked about one karma and pranayama and meditation. What are the signs? What are the symptoms that this person is heading in the right direction? They say, first, sign is lagutvam. One feels the lightness in the body, not heavy, not a lethargy person, very lightness in the body. It's a second one, it's a arogya, health improves. And it's a third one is Gandha Shuddhi. In the body, it's a bad odor doesn't come. Here people apply deodorant all the time, still they, after few hours, they stink. That when the sadhaka, even the sweat doesn't smell. It's a good smell comes out in the body. People with bad breath, it's a bad breath problem goes out. And Swara Shrausta for singers is expression of the words comes out. Words, when they come out, they blossom very well. Some people, when they talk, words doesn't blossom, and it's very hard to understand. Swara Shrausta, voice becomes very clear, very pleasing to hear. People long to hear that one. It's another one. And another one is bowel movement becomes normal. It's not excess, it's a stool or urine. Bowel movement becomes normal. And skin complexion, people with skin problem, that when they start meditating, it's radiance in the skin, glow in the skin, it's a glow in the eyes happens. It's that's so energetic. These are the signs one experiences as he or she goes into this phase. That what Sweta Aswatara says. And also it talks about, the Sweta Aswatara rishis, they discovered to go to the intuition, to awaken the intuition, to get that truth gets revealed. It's to do that one, it's an object of contemplation. They say Brahmo Udupa. Brahmo Udupa. Udupa means boat. You have to use the boat for as I mentioned, it's a Buddhist way of meditation and a Vedantic way of meditation. In the Vedantic way, Brahma, it's the highest principle. Think of the highest, Brahma. It's Omkara, or use the ideal, it's a chosen ideal with full attributes. It's the highest, think of that one. Use that one as a boat. If you use any other boat, some people say, I'm busy only with the rituals. I go to temple every day. I do that havan, this havan. I go to this chanting, and 11 times chanting, 20 times chanting. It says, whatever you do, have you experienced any benefit? It says, these other boats, whatever you use, it's nothing but boats with holes. It won't take you across. To take you across, use the Brahma, that highest, only as the boat. He will make sure that you will sail across to the other side. Use that Brahma Udupa. It's a beautiful concept it talks about on the meditation. And it talks about and how to achieve this one. Yes, and to do this one with our own effort, we can't do that one. To do that one, we need this, another help of a teacher. And the teacher will say that it talks about one mantra also. In the meditation, it talks about the meditation. It's a I principle. Without I cannot exist, as I mentioned, without myself. But when you start going inside, two things are there. One is self-realization, another is God-realization. Two things. First step towards God realization is self-realization. Realize yourself. Without I cannot exist. When I start having a self-realization that says, I realize things doesn't go as per plan. I plan many things. Still, things doesn't go as I plan. I wanted that country to improve or my family to improve. I want to do the sadhana. But many things doesn't go as per I plan. And for me also, there is another controller. That is God realization. I am under the control of the higher, Brahma. And it talks about that mantra in the Sweta Aswatara Upanishad. Dva suparna sayuja sakaya samana vriksham parishasvajate tayorannam pippalam swadvati na ashna anyam vichakashiti. Dva suparna, myself and God. We exist. I am totally under his control. I am linked. I am totally in his contact with the Supreme. I am It's I grew from wherever to this stage and to the higher. I am at His grace. It realizes that one. It talks about two birds residing in the same body, but one is suffering. It's seeing the limited happiness. One is always happy, always contented. That is the Brahma Udupa. Use that one as a benchmark and mark your sadhana. And it talks about, to do that one, you need a teacher. Perchance, if you come across a teacher in your life who experienced, who motivated, it's a surrender to him. It's a surrender and serve the teacher. And it says, Yasya Deve, to the conclusion in the last chapter, it talks about Yasya Deve Para Bhakti, Yatha Deve Tatha Guru. It's have a great devotion to the Supreme, and the same devotion you show to the teacher. And if the teacher is happy, and earlier you would have read scriptures, you didn't understand. If teacher is not happy, even if teacher says, you won't understand. If teacher is happy, whatever he said, you understand. Whatever he did not say, that also you understand. You can read between the lines. The spurana happens. Intuition opens. That's the process of awakening the intuition it talks about. Teacher is an important part. And those who surrender to the teacher to the conclusion, he says, the student also prakashayati. Student also becomes great. It glorifies towards that one. Sweta Aswatara, they glorifies the teacher, a student who is devoted to the teacher, because that student also will become a great teacher one day, because student has realized the importance of teacher, realized the importance of the Brahma Vidya. It's the Sweta Aswatara Upanishad. It's a great Upanishad for the yoga practitioners and all the sadhakas. I, in nutshell, covered all the chapters, and you reflect on that one. It will be in the YouTube. Contemplate on that one. It's for sadhakas. It's a Brahma Udupa. It's a great ship for us to sail across. Thank you. Lie down on your back.